The provider, ESFJ, extroverted, sensing, feeling, judging. Providing is the act of furnishing others with the necessities of life, and the ESFJs seem eager to serve others, making sure they feel well supplied with provisions and a part of the group. These providers take it upon themselves to arrange for the physical health and welfare of those in need. But they are also the most sociable of all the guardians, and thus are the great nurturers of established institutions such as schools, churches, social clubs, and civic groups. Wherever they go, providers take up the role of social contributor, happily giving their time and energy to make sure that the needs of others are met, that traditions are supported and developed, and that social functions are a success. Providers are likely more than 10% of the population. This is very fortunate for all of us because cooperation and social facilitation are key to their nature. Natural proprietors, ESFJs, are skilled in maintaining teamwork among their helpers and are also tireless in their attention to the details of arranging goods and services. They make excellent chairpersons in charge of banquets, rummage sales, charity balls, and the like. They are without peer as masters of ceremonies, able to approach others with ease and confidence, and seemingly aware of what everyone's been doing. And they are outstanding hosts or hostesses, able to remember people's names, usually after one introduction, and always concerned about the needs of their guests, wanting to ensure that all are involved and provided for. These expressive conservators are personable and talkative, and may become restless when isolated from people. Even among strangers, on an airplane, in line at the grocery store, in a doctor's waiting room, they will strike up a conversation and chat pleasantly about any concrete topic that comes to mind. Like all the guardians, they follow a sort of free association, bouncing from subject to subject, from weather to sports to food to prices and so on. In addition, ESFJs show a delightful fascination with gossip, not only concerning celebrities, but also their friends and neighbors. If we wish to know what's been going on in the local community, school, or church, they're happy to fill us in on all the details. Providers tend to have observable things on their mind, rather than imaginary things. They are likely to be aware of and to enjoy discussing events and problems in people's lives. But when conversations turn to philosophic or scientific abstractions, they may become restive, wondering about abstract issues such as in anthropology, psychology, sociology, theology, or whatever, does not excite their interest, as it does the idealists or the rationals. On the contrary, ESFJs tend to listen to acknowledged authorities on abstract matters, and often rely on officially sanctioned views as the source of their opinions and attitudes. Social traditions matter to the providers, and their conversations often drift to nostalgic recounting of past experiences in the good old days. At the same time, however, ESFJs can cause others undue tension by expressing anticipations of gloom and doom, exhibiting a bent towards the pessimistic that can be contagious. They need to control their fears that the worst is sure to happen. Providers are highly sensitive and are not at all reluctant to express their emotional reactions. They are quick to like and dislike, tending to put on a pedestal whatever or whomever they admire, and to come down hard on those people and issues they don't care for. Ever conscious of appearances, they take very seriously the opinions of others regarding their own acceptability, and they can be crushed by personal criticism, and will function effectively only when appreciated both for themselves and for the abundant service they give to others. ESFJs need to be needed, and may spend much energy making sure that they deserve to be. If treated unkindly, they can become downhearted and are prone to take the blame for whatever might be wrong in their institution or their relationships. In their choice of careers, providers may lean towards service occupations. They have such pleasant, outgoing personalities that they are far and away the best sales reps, not only regularly winning sales contests, but earning seniority in any sales group within an organization. Observation of ESFJs at work in a sales transaction will demonstrate how this type personalizes the sale. They are visibly and honestly concerned with their customers' welfare, and thus the customer is not simply buying the product, but is buying personally from the provider. This same characteristic causes them to be good in many people-to-people jobs, as teachers, clergy, coaches, and so on. ESFJs seldom become a source of irritation to their superiors, for they are duty and service-oriented and respect and obey the rules and regulations. Conscientious and orderly, they are loyal to their employers and make invaluable personal secretaries and office receptionists. These providers take their role as family providers seriously, in both a material and a moral sense. They provide a sound and safe home, good food, nice clothes, and a store of possessions. But they are also conscientious about home responsibilities, are orderly about the house, and prefer that other family members be the same. In addition, they have a strong set of values with clear shoulds and shouldn'ts, which they expect their family to abide by. Providers want family decisions settled quickly and with little fuss, and they want family living regularly scheduled and correctly executed. They do not rebel against routine operations, are devoted to the traditional values of home and hearth, and are the most sympathetic of all the types. Providers make loyal and loving mates, willing to stand by their husband or wife through good times and bad, going beyond the call of duty to maintain the marriage and the appearance of happiness, even when the road is rocky. They enjoy socializing and entertaining, and observe all the rituals connected with serving wholesome food and beverages. They thrive on traditional festivities and seem able to express the right feeling for a given social occasion. They are fond-hearted, sentimental, and usually observe with flourish birthdays and anniversaries, making them joyous occasions. Providers are fiercely devoted to their children and will sacrifice to see that they get everything they need for their physical well-being. At times, ESFJs get their own sense of success as a parent wrapped up in their children's successes and failures. They can see their children as an extension of the family, with whatever their kids do reflecting on them as parents. If their children are polite and productive, providers glow with pride. But if their kids are rowdy or unappreciative, the provider parent may be embarrassed and become critical toward them, trying to install in them a sense of social decorum and gratitude. As children, providers usually respect and revere their own parents, and in school, are responsive and obedient pupils.